To the good stuff. Okay, let's see. I mean, the movie was entertaining. Um, it had a lot of good humor in this film. In Ant-Man 3, I feel like the humor kind of got back to what it's good at. In my opinion, I really enjoyed all of it. Like, people in the theater were laughing. Shoot, I think I even freaking laughed by myself at one point. That was just my experience personally. I think honestly the entire plot is good. Outside of that one part I mentioned that was a critique of mine being bad. Outside of that, everything made sense. Essentially, the plot of Ant-Man is that Ant-Man and the Wasp and his daughter Cassie and Hank Pym and Janet, they all get pulled into the quantum realm. I'm not going to get into how they get pulled into the quantum realm, but they get pulled into the quantum realm. And of course that leads to many things, including them encountering Kang, who is probably one of the biggest Marvel villains. So, to say the least about that, right? And that's really the plot of it. Ant-Man and his family. I consider all of them a part of his family. Honestly, this is a spoiler, but Cassie does call Hank Pym her grandfather. So, I just consider all of them her family. So I'll say Ant-Man and his family are trying to escape the quantum realm, while Kang is in the quantum realm and he has his own motivations. And yeah, I say the entire plot, it made sense. You get to hear about how they got to where they're at, essentially, in the quantum realm. If you've seen Ant-Man 2, you know Hope's mom, right? The Wasp, the original Wasp, she was trapped in the quantum realm for quite a freaking time, man. And so in the second movie, they got her out of there, right? But she was in there for a long time. People know who she is. She's done a lot of stuff in the quantum realm, so you get to find out about everything that she's done, and you find out why she hasn't really talked about her experience in the quantum realm in depth. And throughout the movie, it's a lot of tension throughout the entire movie, because I'll say this, Kang probably most likely is stronger than Thanos and more thorough than Thanos. Let me not even say stronger than Thanos. He might not be stronger physically than Thanos, but he will find a way to beat Thanos. And he's a lot more thorough than Thanos. Way more thorough than Thanos, in my opinion. And that's just what we've been told in the film, from what I've seen what he's been able to do. As someone who's not very familiar with Kang's character in the comics, that man is thorough. And Jonathan Majors did his thing, because I was like, damn, it's been a minute since I watched a Marvel villain where it's like, I want to like you, but I hate you. Because this is an Ant-Man movie. This isn't a Kang movie. This is the Ant-Man movie. And I hate you, because I like Ant-Man. Right? So they explore all that, and ultimately they're trying to escape the quantum realm. In order for them to escape the quantum realm, part of that requires them to interact with Kang. I'll say that. They have to interact with him. That's all I can say. I'm not going to get into every single detail, but honestly, that whole interaction and just us being able to see Kang and how he is, bro, I don't care. That man put fear into me that Thanos never put fear into me before. Like, Thanos is scary. Don't get it. Thanos is scary, but Thanos is like, I'll kill you. Thanos can convince you that even though you don't want to be killed, he will convince you that I'll kill you and it's for the better. That's Thanos. Kang is kind of like, look, I can kill you whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, I can kill you. I can kill you. So how about we do this? You do something for me and we'll see how it works out. And I don't know if that's a spoiler, but that's Kang pretty much. And so throughout the entire movie, there's a lot of tension. You get to explore the quantum realm and just find out what's been going on. Me personally, like I said earlier, I really hope they don't do a quantum realm TV show. They don't need that. From what I've heard, the MCU has made their own comics. So just if you want to explore the quantum realm, either promote what already exists in Marvel Comics or just make an MCU comic book on that. Don't make a TV show. Please don't make a freaking TV show. Don't. Y'all are already Disney Plus. Y'all are already losing subscribers. You don't need it. Just stop. We get to see Cassie Lang, who is Ant-Man's daughter. She's older now, obviously. And she seems like she's going to be a very intelligent character. And I think she's going to become a very important character moving forward as well. And maybe this is something I'll get into in my spoiler review. But this isn't really a spoiler. But Cassie Lang is a part of the Young Avengers, which is like the future Avengers, but the Avengers' children, essentially. So I was getting some vibes from this movie of not even necessarily them setting that up already, but more so the origin story sort of thing. We get more backstory on Janet and her experience in the quantum realm. We also get backstory on Kang as well, which is very, very interesting. And we find out who Kang, we find out like, I'm gonna say that for the spoiler review. I'll just say this: Janet and Kang know each other. I'm gonna just say that. That's all I'm gonna say. Might be a spoiler, but that's all I'm gonna say. They know each other. They might have even a little history, but that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, Kang is just like, man. Nah, I'm not gonna get into Kang more than what I've already said. I think that comparison between him and Thanos is the best comparison I can give for Kang right now. I will say Kang is so bad that they had to banish him out of the timeline, essentially, which is the quantum realm, because in the quantum realm, if you've seen Endgame, Ant-Man was trapped in the quantum realm at the end of Ant-Man 2. By the time he got out, 5 years had passed. So time moves differently in the quantum realm versus the real world. And so to a certain degree, Kang being there is kind of his own punishment for being there, to say the least. But I'm not going to get into anything else because I feel like that's getting into spoiler territory. And yeah, so Ant-Man is put in a predicament because his daughter is with him there in the quantum realm. Because Ant-Man's daughter is in the quantum realm with him, and they're putting quite a particular, they get placed in some very not so great situations. Ant-Man definitely gets tested. And something that I enjoyed about this film is that we get to see Ant-Man get serious, like actually very serious. And I felt him. For a man who has a family, I felt him. I related to it 100%. That's probably one of the main reasons why I really enjoyed this movie, is the family aspect to it. And realistically, some of the stuff that he did, if I was in the same predicament, I would think I would do it for my own child as well. So with that in mind, I just really enjoyed that aspect to it. Like, and especially the scenes with Ant-Man and Kang. I'm not gonna do the kiss because I'm not gonna say it's perfection, but man, those scenes, I felt the most tension in those scenes, and I really enjoyed those scenes a lot. Like a lot. I would say ultimately everyone gets pushed to their limit, right? Everyone gets pushed to their limit in this movie. Everyone. When I say being pushed to their limit, when I say everyone gets pushed to their limit, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. For some people, it's not so great. For other people in the movie, it is. Like, it is really, really great. Really great. Especially, and I'm talking about, if you've seen the movie, I'm talking about towards the ending. I thought it made complete sense. I really enjoyed that. I really, really actually did enjoy that more than I thought I would. And this is Ant-Man. And it just goes to show, like, the MCU still has a pull on me, that they can still convince me to like something that if this was in just a cartoon TV show on Disney XD or whatever it's called nowadays, I don't know if I would like it as much. But yeah, that was just my experience. I think overall, at the end of the day, the heroes win, but do they really win? That's really the conclusion of the entire film. The heroes won for today. You know, it's like how does that saying go? You might have won the battle, but did you win the war? And that's ultimately what the movie is. That's ultimately the conclusion of the movie. And I say, like I said before, I think all of these reasons that I just talked about is why I really enjoyed this movie a lot. Like I really enjoyed this movie a lot. I don't think it was trash, but I do understand the critiques to a certain degree as to why some people might not like the film. But me personally, I liked it a lot. I feel personally I didn't really see too much that might have seemed... I don't think I saw anything that seemed woke, like in some of the films and TV shows in Phase 4. But I didn't see none of that stuff, so I can't really speak to what other people are thinking about. But if y'all watch the movie and y'all do have some critiques, let me know down in the comment section down below. Me personally, I enjoyed the majority of the movie. I think the only thing I would change about watching this movie is that I wish I had got more rest, and I wish I didn't see a late show. I did feel tired watching the movie, but for the most part, I enjoyed it. So I think that says a lot more when you watch a movie and you're tired. If it's that good, fuck your sleep, fuck being tired. You're gonna be active. It's gonna make you engage into the film. So, and that's what it did for me personally. I can't say the same for Black Panther 2, but I'm just glad I was able to get through that movie on the first view. The second viewing of Black Panther though, I actually enjoyed it more, believe it or not. I was really concerned with this movie that I would have to watch it again in order to do this review. But I think for the most part, I've covered everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, y'all let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think? Did y'all enjoy this movie if you have seen it already? And if you haven't seen it after my review, do you feel convinced to go see it? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Peace.